All right, guys, welcome in episode number 48, I think. It's actually been a while. Today is August 8th. It's been a little while since I've recorded. I've gotten really caught up with things going on with work. I've been playing a couple other games, streaming on Twitch if anybody wants to check out. I've been streaming some classic NCAA 07 football, American football. If anybody wants to check that out on Twitch, I'll probably put a link in the description. Just hang out, chat. You can chat about anything. Doesn't have to be about football. Doesn't have to be about sports. It can be about Tropico, whatever. Anyway. Blueprint for fish farm. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the fish farm. We were talking about media and education today. More specifically, these media buildings. We already have the high school and college, so don't really need to focus on education. We already have newspaper, TV station, radio station, library. We haven't talked about the TV station too much, but those, we've gone over all those buildings. We've gone over a little bit of the research lab. I've yet to build the research lab. I mean, you can go. It's probably something I recommend building. But we can also utilize this broker for knowledge. Don't be afraid. We got 31,000 sitting in here. We could utilize 10,000 Swiss bank, unlock 5,500 knowledge, which is going to get you. I mean, if you just want a couple edicts, you want a contraception ban or research some of these, that'd unlock you like 5 of these work modes from these buildings. Roughly 5, I would say. But let's not worry about that. We're going to focus on the Childhood Museum, the Mausoleum, inspiring billboard, and the inspiring statue. Now, these two down here aren't particularly I mean, you can play around with them. They don't increase things a whole lot, but they're kind of fun to build, and they can make your city look really, really cool. So, especially the billboards. But let's go ahead and focus. Let's unlock these guys, the Childhood Museum and the Mausoleum. Each one of these doesn't cost too much money to unlock, more specifically the Childhood Museum, but this one does cost 28,000 to build, so it is a little bit expensive, but we're good on the money right now. I'm gonna go ahead and build both of these somewhere. I gotta find a place for them, just because I want to go ahead and get the construction started. I'm thinking about putting one of them over here around this little town. We don't really have much going on. I mean, everything down here is tourism only. Everything down here is just for the tourism, and we'll expand. This one's not. Let's put that tourist only. Why not? We're prioritizing our tourism right now. We just got 100 more tourists coming in. So over here, it looks like. Let's go ahead and build the mausoleum. I think I'm gonna stick it in. I think it fits perfectly here, actually. I think we might just put it in right here, man. Not sure exactly where. Maybe we could put it on the corner here. I don't really know. Because I might build some more housing through here. Let's put it in the corner, actually. We'll face it this way. Yeah, we'll face it this way. There you go. Trade route, okay. And we got the Childhood Museum. Now, I'm going to talk about these things later. I'm just going to go ahead and get them building so I don't have to quick build. I think I might put this guy over here. A little more entertainment on this side. We'll leave this one alone. We'll put it... Well, actually, I think down here actually looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll put it right here. There's some empty spaces around this area. Yeah, right there. Okay. We'll let those get built, and I'm not really sure. I'm just going to kind of wing it this episode. Do we have a fire? Where's this helicopter going? Do we have a fire? What's happening? Oh, I must have taken off from here. Okay. There must have been a fire recently. Our helicopter is flying across. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're going to kind of wing it this episode a little bit, so I might cut around a little so it's not too long. But one thing I do want to focus on, guys, I want to focus on the inspiring statue. Now, these do cost 5,000, so you might not want to spam too many of these. I'm just going to focus on, like we click here, you got passionate leader, welcome to the family, unforgiving overseer, humble servant, and inspire people. Well, that doesn't tell you anything, unless you played the game before and and memorize what these do, which some of them are kind of, you can kind of figure it out. It doesn't tell you what they do, so I've got it pulled up on the Tropico's fandom, the Tropico wiki. So we got work modes, passionate leader. I'm just going to read them off real quick. Slightly improve approval of citizens working and living near the statue over time. So working and living, and it impacts all buildings. All buildings working and living. Yeah, right here is going to be better. I left this spot open on purpose. We're going to put this one right here. And we're going to leave it on passionate leader. Right there. Boom. So there you go. It impacts all of these areas highlighted. And we can probably demolish these shacks and build something else here. So that one's good. Increases approval of citizens working and living near the statue over time. So that we got that one. We might build one of each. How about welcome to the family? Increase the approval of immigrants living or working near the statue. So again, living or working. This impacts all buildings. Let's put it right here. Actually, let's put it right here. I may kind of work around some of this. So we're just going to put it right here behind, demolish that shack. There you go. And we'll build another, like, apartment complex here or something. So that'll pick up some more people. Just increases the approval of immigrants living or working near the statues. So I don't build too many of these. I don't think it makes that big of a difference anyways. So we're just going to go through them real quick. Unforgiving overseer. Decreases liberty around. Citizens living around the statue are less likely to become criminals or rebels. So I think if we have military around here, and we have this little flop house. This says citizens. Yeah, citizens living around the statue. So that should count for this building. I'm gonna put this thing right here, just because I think it looks kind of cool on the corner next to the Pirate Cove. Unforgiving overseer. We're gonna put that right there. We might build another flop house around this area. Humble servant. What do we got for humble servant? Increases liberty around, improves relations with superpowers and nearby embassies. It does say effects from multiple statues does not accumulate. So we could put this one next to each of our embassies if we want. And we could. And we could just stick it right around here. And is there any place... I'm going to have to demolish one of these parks. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. We got a spot for it right now. It's going to impact both of these. I love this statue too. I don't know why this one's so funny. It makes me laugh. There we go. Humble servant. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going around here. So we're going to put that right there. Impact these two embassies. We're actually going to build another one right back here. And it'll impact both of these guys right there. Just a little cool little statue. Whoever's in this one will just have to deal. EU. They're fine. They're fine. I think we got most of our trade routes going on EU anyway. Look at that. Yeah, they're fine. EU is fine. They don't need any statues. So anyway, and then we got one more. We got inspire... What is it? Inspire people. Inspire people in surrounding area. Improve the overall happiness. So really, you could put this anywhere. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, I don't think. I might put this one around kind of the main stretch here if we can find a good spot for it. Maybe like right here by the metro station. This might look kind of cool by the hospital. Yeah, that looks good. A lot of people see that. Yeah, right there. Perfect. That's a good. There's a lot of foot traffic, pedestrian traffic around here. I think that looks freaking awesome. That looks awesome. El Presidente's got his statues on the island, guys. So I just want to talk about those real quick. Again, don't spam them. They're $5,000. They don't do a whole lot. I mean, when you've got a population of 900 people, don't rely on statues to impact any real, major happiness levels. It's not gonna make a huge difference. Like your edicts are gonna make bigger differences when they piss off certain factions. So. I just want to build those inspiring billboards. This one is a little bit interesting. We can go ahead and click on this one. You can set the work modes to this after you build. So let's just think about where we want to build this. Inspiring billboard needs to be placed next to a road, obviously. So let's go. I'll tell you what. Let's go over here around like the bridges, maybe around this area, if we can get one. I think I'll just put one right here. So we got one right here, right on the bridge. So let's click on this guy. So we got work modes here, right next to the security checkpoint as well. So we got yours truly, slightly increases the approval of drivers by. Well, that's good. Tropico flag decreases the chances of citizens living in the vicinity. Three tile radius, that basically just means around this area. So this is good. If you want to do this option, you need to have it next to housing. So you need to have your roads. Like if you have a strip of road right between multiple houses on each side, that's going to be the best for this option. Same thing for recycle, decreases pollution. Watch yourselves, decreases... Who's talking? I don't need that. Okay. Decreases the chance of citizens living in the vicinity becoming criminal. So if you have a problem with crime, you can spam a few of these and put them near the roads where your housing is. Never trust fire. We really need this guy. I've got a plan for this one. I'll tell you what. I got a plan for that one. And then heavy rotation. So here's the deal. We put this billboard right here. If we do any of these, it's only going to impact this little shack. There's no housing around here. So we're going to leave this one on yours truly because it's going to increase anybody that's driving by through here. There's a bus going on that bridge, so we probably could move this. But we're going to leave that just like that. And we're going to go put another one on this side of the bridge. Right here, blocking. We'll put it on the corner if I can get it on the corner. Oh my god. Trying to get it. There we go, right there. Same thing. There goes a construction officer. Yeah, yours truly. So the construction office is right here. So all the people that drive out of this building, they're going to see this billboard. They're going to see this billboard. It'll be on this side of the road, so they'll be seeing it coming back. I don't know if that really makes a difference which side of the road it's on. But the bus, the bus driver, they'll see it. There goes a police officer. They'll see it right through there. So yeah, it's fun stuff, man. I do love the billboards. I think they look pretty cool too. When you get down here and look at them, they just look pretty cool as well. So anyway, we're gonna talk about those. What the hell?
Have you seen the people who toil in this man's evil
Okay, you know what,
factories?
sister? I'll actually do this. We will be building an airport soon. We will do that. So anyway, guys, let's keep going. We got the buildings that we have actually constructed built, so we're gonna talk about those next. All right, before we move on, I wanted to build a couple more billboards. I really didn't touch on all of these yet. So we got some, remember there were some that were impacted by citizens living in the houses, and we've got 6 homes right here, 6 houses all in a row. So we're going to put one right here. It's going to be perfect. I think it's going to impact all these. It's 3 tile radius. So we put one right there. And if we put one maybe on this side, we got 2 tenements right there. So we'll put one there.
Hey, Presidente, buddy. I've been making up some
Sure, I'll do that. Fulfill import. So let's select this. Yeah, look at that. So all 6 of these houses are highlighted. So that means whatever we could put any of these work modes, any of these 4 here. We could even do heavy rotation if we want. The billboard automatically alternates between work mode every 50 to 150 days. I don't know why that's such a wide range. 50 to 150, so I don't know what that means. That means you might only have Tropico flag for 50 days and then recycle for 150. But we're going to actually live this on recycle. Decreases pollution of residential buildings in the vicinity by minus 33%. So it cuts that down a third. And we really need to build a waste treatment facility. I keep forgetting to do that. So don't tell the environmentalists. Don't tell them I haven't built that yet. We're going to do both of these on recycle, actually. I think that's just the best option for us. I'm not worried about immigration. I'm not worried about criminals. Or we could do fire here. That would also... fire, never trust fire actually works for houses and buildings. So that's kind of a good one we could put around a really populated area. We might do one of those. So let's do recycle here. Actually, I have an idea. I have a great idea. Hold on just one second. Let me get over here. You guys remember this house? You guys remember this house? It always catches on fire. It's been highlighted a lot in this series. So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to give it... We're going to give it its own billboard. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It looks like El Presidente is putting out the fire himself. We just solved the problem, guys. We solved the problem with this bunkhouse, I believe. So it shouldn't catch on fire anymore. Wait, whoa. We have a criminal here? Whoa, wait a minute. This is like the house of crime lords. Like, what, can we do something about this? Tess, inside the hospital, can we please put this person in jail? They're literally in the hospital receiving healthcare, and they're a criminal. They're probably stealing drugs from the hospital. Really can't do anything about it either. We have to wait for somebody to come by and notice Tess and her criminal activities. But at least the house won't catch on fire. I'm a little concerned about this now. The Fleckensteins. Don't trust the Fleckensteins. Whatever the hell that name is. Wow. Almost sugar daddy levels. 38 and 50. That's not that bad. But I mean, he works in the power plant. I don't know if that's sugar daddy. If he worked in the bank or something. I don't know, man. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're at 1.19 million, 69% approval. Let's move on. Alright, we are going to talk about the mausoleum now. This is a very, very interesting building. There's a lot you can do with it. I love this shot right now. We've got the police blimp in the background, the Statue of Liberty up here. There's some freighters moving, and tourist ships in the background. The game just lagged for a second. But anyway, I absolutely love this building. I mean... There's just a lot you can do with it. It's a tourist attraction, and we can set on tourist only if we want, but I'm going to let the general public come to this guy. And the work modes, we're going to actually increase the budget to 4 on this one just to keep up with efficiency. Why is efficiency? Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. So anyway, let's just think about the work modes real quick. We can read what it does here. Oh, let's location, minus 11. What is the location based on? Is it beauty? I don't remember what location is based on. I think it might be it might be beauty, but basically, I mean, this is just a building that provides fun, influence visitors. We'll talk about that in a second. Gain money for up to 50 filthy rich citizens upon their death. So, and it's also provided by cultural tourism if you want to build it relative to your tourists. So I don't think we have a whole lot of filthy rich, and hopefully we don't have a lot of people. No, we do have 23 deaths. Natural cause. Bad healthcare still. Come on, man. Y'all gotta figure that out. So we do have 7 filthy rich, so we're getting up there. We're getting up there a little bit. So eventually when you get 50 or more, it's gonna really, you're gonna see the effects of the money this thing makes. But let's talk about the work modes, which I don't have researched. We may research this. I don't know if I want to set this on one or not. I don't think I do, because the only problem with the work modes on this, the bonus on the approval of visiting citizens and the final rating of tourists, it's decreased by 10. Decreased by 10 on base efficiency. So I don't really want that. I mean, you can do this, and the benefit of it is each citizen oriented towards the communist or intellectual faction visiting the mausoleum increases the standing of the corresponding faction by 2. So you can really bump up. You can really jump up with your faction standings. You got communists and intellectual, capitalists or conservatives, and these are all grouped together. Both of the factions are grouped together in the work modes. Religious or environmentalists, which is interesting, and then militarist and industrialist. This is probably the one that would make the most sense in my opinion. But kind of military and industry kind of go together, sort of. Well, I guess all these do, but I'm not going to worry about it. Feel free to play around this, but I'm going to keep my tourist rating on the basic works mode, which increases the approval of visiting citizens, which is nice anyway, and increases the final rating of tourists by 10. So we're just going to leave it alone. Man, wow, y'all really want some stuff here. Gourmet restaurant? Hell no. I'm not building a freaking gourmet restaurant just for China. My god, man. Come on now.
How does it feel?
We'll take the Swiss bank. Okay, just kidding. I'm going to do this now. Well, I was going to move on to the Childhood Museum and then come back, but we'll just do this while we're here. So, it's 25,000. If you have a good economy, I mean, you can go ahead and do it. Basically, it's just another way to provide voter fraud. So, each of the people you store in these cryogenic vaults will cast their vote for El Presidente in elections, so you get additional votes from the dead, basically. During power outages. Okay, so it does require more power. I don't know how much power we have. We should probably check on this. What's happening? Why is there so much happening? My god, man. I don't want to do all this. Sure. I'll build the airport. Okay, anyway. I just wanted to check that before it disappeared. So, during power outages, one stored citizen will decay per month. So, as long as you don't have any power outages, I mean, you should be fine. You won't have to worry about this. But we'll go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and do this, man. We'll go ahead and do it. Why not? I hope we have enough power. It looks like we do. Nothing blew up, so we're good. So it's interesting, man. It clears the occupancy, so we're gonna have to find new workers, I think. Stefan, whatever his name is. Anyway, so yeah, it's an interesting building to play around with. It really is. And you can manipulate your factions if you want to set one of these work modes, if you're not too concerned about approval of citizens or tourists. If you want to just temporarily set this to like increase factions standing. It doesn't shift views. It does not shift views. Unlike the media buildings, this does not shift views. It just bumps up your standing with those factions. So keep in mind with that. It does not shift political views. That's the newspaper, the TV station, the radio station. This just increases the standing with those factions for visitors associated or oriented towards those factions. So, and this work mode right here, somebody that's not oriented with the communist or intellectualist, they have no effect on this work mode. No effect. It does nothing. But if they are, it increases the faction by 0.2 or 20%. So, anyway, lots to talk about. Alright, I might have to do a whole separate episode of this Childhood Museum. There's even more in the work modes with this thing. And these buildings, by the way, they are unique. You can only build one of them, so you can relocate it if you need to, but just keep in mind, you can only build one of them. Let's put the budget on 4, just to keep up with job quality levels. I mean, we got plenty of money. With a Childhood Museum, you not only get to rewrite El Presidente's early personal history, but you do get to extract loyal citizens from whatever you're up to right now. I might have to do a whole separate episode. There's a lot happening here. Golden Spoon. So this actually impacts foreign relations as well. So increases the approval of visiting citizens. I believe all of these increase approval, so I don't think you have to worry about that. So we're not going to worry about increased approval. All of them do that. This one, Golden Spoon, increases the... I might put it on pause here just so nothing else happens. So Golden Spoon increases the efficiency of all luxury entertainment buildings by 5%. So luxury entertainment, that is any of these, which might be nice. You know, this might be nice because we're going to have a lot of tourism. We're going to have a lot of these luxury buildings all over the island. So that's going to be kind of nice. So Golden Spoon might be keep that up in mind. That might be one we want to do. USA, Middle East, and Russia have a consistent relations bonus of 15. So USA, Middle East, and Russia, those three, remember that. USA, Middle, that's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 have a consistent or constant, same thing, relation bonus of 15 on base efficiency. So that'll go up a little bit if we're on budget of 4. So we might want to put budget of 5 on this. Let's actually just do budget of 5. Why not? It doesn't cost that much. Alright, so what am I doing here? Okay. So we got that. EU and China have a constant relations penalty of -3. So EU, we do have all our trade routes with the EU right now. So that's the only downside with that. And this Golden Spoon, capitalists prefer this one. Capitalists have a constant standing bonus of 15. So keep that in mind. If you want to, honestly, there's a whole lot going on with these work modes. What I look for, if you're looking to please a specific faction, just focus on the last thing on the bottom here. And I can't move the mouse. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me move my face cam. That's in the way. Oh my god. Okay, now y'all can see. Focus on the bottom here, the bottom sentence. If you want to support capitalists, go with the capitalists. Go with the Golden Spoon work mode. Religious, go with religious. If you want to support the religious, go with this one. Go with religious fostering. Pinnacle of the working class, go with communist. Ex-KGB colonel, go with militarist. Or if you go with militarist, do this work mode. That's what I'm trying to say. Environmentalist, raised by llamas. Industrialist, self-made entrepreneur. Intellectualist, Oxford graduate. So if you only want to focus on just this particular faction, go for that. But if you're not too worried about the factions and you want to look at these other, maybe the first one. So what do we have on Golden Spoon? It was luxury entertainment by 5%. This one is all public service buildings. So it kind of makes sense. You know, capitalists prefer luxury entertainment. That makes sense. Religious fostering. You would think the religious want public service buildings. They want healthcare. They want churches, cathedrals. All that increases by 5%. Communist increases the efficiency of all plantation and mines by 5%. So that's a good one for communists. Think of the lower class jobs, the lower paying jobs. Increase those. Ex-KGB colonel, well, this one's an easy one. Increase the efficiency of all barracks. Basically everything in the army. Almost everything. Raised by llamas increases the efficiency of all ranches and factory ranches by 5. That's kind of an interesting one that the environmentalists approve of that. They approve of that because usually they don't like factory ranches and all that stuff, or they don't like any of that. I feel like they don't. Maybe not. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. This game is so fun. I haven't even figured out all of it yet. So, industrialists increase the efficiency of all industrial buildings. I mean, it all makes sense. It all works out pretty well. And this one increases the efficiency of all libraries, research labs, high schools, and colleges. Intellectualists, of course, they like that. Everybody graduates from Oxford. So there's a lot to think about. And then if you just want to pay attention to the standings, I mean, the only thing it'll do is impact trade routes early on. Like if you build this thing in the Cold War and unlock the work mode, it's going to impact your standings as soon as you get to modern times. So you're going to see that bonus with USA. Well, just this one. Okay, this one only has Western powers and USA, so you're only going to see a bonus with USA when you get to modern times. And you're going to see a decrease in Middle East. This one you're going to see Eastern Bloc. You're going to see China. You're going to see China when you get to... that makes sense. China and communists. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Western powers and EU. So you'll just pay attention to the work modes. If you build this in Cold War, you're going to see that jump and penalty as soon as you get into World War era. So if you build this and set this work mode on Pinnacle of the Working Class, China's going to have a higher standing immediately right when you get to modern times. And this one, Russia likes the militarist work mode. This one's interesting. USA, EU, China, Russia, and Middle East have a constant relations penalty of 15. So man, what the hell? Like, I don't know. I mean, I like the environmentalists, but you literally lose every faction standing. Like, why would you do this? In my opinion, unless you're just lose a bet or something, why would you do raised by llamas? The only reason I can think of is because of the llama, Tropico, I'm not even going to get into all that. Tropico 6 and the llamas. Yeah, that one's interesting. You literally just screw yourself with all the foreign powers, so that one's fun. Western powers, USA. USA is pretty high up in a lot of these. I'm actually going to go ahead and do Golden Spoon. I think this is my favorite so far because it does increase USA, Middle East, and Russia, and it only decreases EU and China by 3. And we do like the luxury entertainment here for a tourist, not so much the capitalist. I don't really care about the capitalism, but we're going to go Golden Spoon. Just play around with that. You also have this upgrade. It does cost a lot, costs more power. Child tourists will prefer the building, whatever. The Childhood Museum, that makes sense. Increases efficiency by 20. Yes, sir, we will take that. And efficiency is at 154% on max budget. let's play the game for a second, see if we can look at the results here. Okay, so here we go. Building, we got standing modifiers from the capitalist. Building efficiency plus 24. That is going to be from that Childhood Museum that we just built. Plus 24 constant standing with the capitalist. Right there. So they're immediately they're at 81. They absolutely love us. Plus 24 from this Childhood Museum. So if you do that upgrade and set it on max budget, you're going to see plus 24 building efficiency. I believe plus 24. Do we have all the workers there? Yeah, we have all the workers there, so I think you'll see plus 24. It may be slightly different depending on, you know, if you have the capitalists in the ministry, you get like a bonus for work buildings on a budget of 5. So yeah, that's a good one there. And you can see here, China building efficiency minus 10. They hate us. Who was the other one? Russia likes us plus 7. I think that should be a little higher. Maybe not. I guess not. Plus 7 here. Was it EU that doesn't like us? Yeah, minus 10. So that does impact things a little bit more. Minus 10 and plus 7 appears to be the numbers here. You can see this building efficiency. That is the building we just built, Childhood Museum. So Middle East, USA, Russia like us. EU, China don't like that. And there's all of our foreign relations standings at the moment. So those two buildings, really, there's a lot you can do with them. Play around with them. Just... It really doesn't matter what work mode you choose. There's no right or wrong answer, guys. Just have fun with it. And I hope this house better not catch on. If I see this house catch on fire one more time, I'm demolishing it. And the criminal's still here. Do we need to do something about Tess? Come on now. Anyway, now she's in the cathedral now. Can we please get this criminal out of the public relation buildings? In the hospital, now in the cathedral? Gosh, man. Anyway, I hope this wasn't too long of an episode, but there's just so much to talk about. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments, because there's just a whole lot going on. You guys might know more than I do. I'm not an expert at this game. I'm by no means an expert at this game, so you guys might know more than I do. But feel free to ask around, ask comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm not gonna say that every video. Anyway, sorry it's been a little late on the. It's been a little delay on the videos. It is August 8th. I'll try to get this out tomorrow if I can on August 9th. Which, if you're watching it the night of, that'll be August 9th. Hope y'all are having a great day. Have a good week, good month, good year. Whenever you watch this, and maybe next year. Who knows? I don't even know at this point, but. Have a good time, guys. It's 1963, about to be in Tropico. We're going to move on. I'm not sure what I'm doing in the next episode. I'm not sure yet. We might focus a little more on tourism. I'm not really sure yet. Or maybe some more on trading. I never talked about this. Market manipulation. We'll need to talk about that. So stay tuned, guys. Still making the videos. Hope they're going well. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll see you next time. Peace.